All right. Well, welcome everybody. Super excited when a couple people reached out about making sure that we did yoga this evening. Everybody's kind of feeling a little bit maybe softer than we started from the holidays. So we're gonna start off working on our breath and trying to get back in our bodies and showing ourselves a little bit of self-love because it's amazing how just a week or two of maybe not eating as well as normal or not being as active as normal and probably not doing as much yoga as normal and how much that can affect our perception of ourselves. So that's one of the things that I really wanted to focus on today is just kind of taking it a little less seriously, going with the flow. You guys all know there's a lot of changes this time of year for everybody. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. And that can be in a cross leg, it'd be half lotus, lotus, whatever's good for you. We'll bring our hands to the top of our thighs with our palms up, stretching nice and tall, lifting through the collarbones, and you can allow your eyes to close if it's comfortable for you. As we begin our practice, we're going to start focusing on our breath, and from just knowing that it's a new year and again, a lot of stuff in the last month for most people, that if it's something comfortable for you, maybe set an intention for your practice here. So on your inhale, you might think I am, or I want, or I will. On your exhale, something like kinder to myself, less serious, athletic, whatever you want to do for that practice. So we'll take a second setting that intention. So we'll take a nice big inhale and then open mouth, sigh it out. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Good, a third. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale. Good. And now we're going to start to focus on our breath. So we'll connect an inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. On your inhale, trying to keep the same length as your exhale, focusing on the sound of your breath, feeling a little constriction in the back of your throat for your ujjayi breath, almost sounding like an ocean wave. Continuing there. On your inhale, feeling yourself sitting just a little taller. And on your exhale, sitting a little heavier, grounding to the mat. Trying to cultivate that awareness of lifting through your inhale and settling through the exhale. Good. And slowly we'll start to bat our eyelashes open. Take a few little wiggles with your fingers. And from here, we're going to come into a tabletop position. So you're going to bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and about the same width. And then you're going to focus on your hands, making sure that your first 2 fingers are parallel and that the crease of your elbow is pointing forward. So there's a little bit of a rotation as you open through the collarbone and find length in your neck here. And we're going to link our breath through some cat-cows. So inhale, you're going to lift your tailbone, lift the top of the crown of your head, open through the collarbones. Exhale, actively pushing into the mat, pushing into your hands. Good. Inhale, lift. Draw the tailbone up and exhale, actively pushing down into your mat. Rounding out and lifting through the belly. All right, inhale again, lifting the tailbone nice and tall. I'm really opening that chest. And exhale, round it out. Super, one more. Inhale, lift, open. And exhale, round it out. And really push down into the feet and your knees and your hands. And then coming to a neutral tabletop, finding some length in your spine again. We're going to do what I call a little wag the dog, the tail. So you're going to take your tailbone, you're going to inhale it to the right and looking over your right shoulder. So creating a little C shape to the right. And then exhale that back to neutral. And then inhale, wag your tail to the left and look back over your left shoulder. And exhale that back to neutral. Again, inhale to the right, wagging your tail to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Exhale back to neutral. And inhale left and wag your tail to the left. And exhaling back to neutral. Awesome. One more time to the right. Just feeling that right side body starting to engage. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, left. And exhale, neutral. Really good. So now we're going to go ahead and sit back on our heels. And we're going to bring our hands up so that those of us that haven't done a ton of yoga, that might have been a little bit on your wrist. So we're going to take our right hand, make a fist, and do slow rotations, one direction. And you can just try to link your breath to this. So you can inhale for half the circle, exhale for the other half. I want to show these joints some love. Good, and then we'll change direction. And again, just focusing on having slow, steady movements, feeling all the little crunchy bits, and linking it all to our breath. Good. Now we're going to switch and make a fist with your left hand and hold on to your left forearm. Small wrist rotations there. Good, guys. And switching the directions. Good. Awesome. So now we're just going to take our wrists and do some pretty big movements. So it'll be like you're drawing, like wax on, wax off kind of. So take those wrists, roll them around, and then you're going to follow with your elbows. So your wrists are going to make big circles and your elbows will make big circles. So you're kind of drawing these like double circles here. I'll face you in case it feels a little, this should feel a little ridiculous, but you're just trying to kind of get everything moving here. So as inhale as you open, exhale as you draw it back together. Or it's like a really bad Glee movie or something where you're like, jazz hands. Good, so we're just starting to get some movement here and connecting our breaths. And it's okay to feel a little bit ridiculous. Like, it's yoga, we're in spandex. We all ate a lot this last month, right? The spandex is amazing. Perfect. So again, coming back to ourselves, and you're allowed to smile, you're allowed to giggle. It's all about just moving. So we're going to take our shoulders now that our arms and our hands and elbows are nice and limber. And you're going to inhale your shoulders forward. And then exhale, rolling back. Yeah, good. Inhale forward. Exhale, rolling back and down. Good. Inhale forward. And exhale back and down. And this is where we're almost going to feel a little bit cat-cowish. So you're going to inhale, right, like you would on all four, and then open. Yeah, so roll it back again. Open. Roll it back. This is how we all ride. This is how we should ride. Not totally, you know what I mean. One more time. Very good. Awesome. We're going to come back to our cat-cow, or I'm sorry, our tabletop. And since we've been sort of moving, we're trying to move that spine. Now you're going to open through the shoulders a little bit more. So on your next inhale, you're going to sweep your right arm up and open. And then you're going to thread it under your left. Bring your right shoulder to the ground. So your right ear And right shoulder are on the ground here. And staying with your breath. Super. On your next inhale, drawing your right arm back up and open, and then coming back into a tabletop. Awesome. Now we're going to go to that left side. So right hand plants, left hand opens, and threads under. Good. Now your left ear and left shoulder on the ground. You can walk your right hand forward on the mat. You can push off the mat a little bit with your right if you'd like to open that twist a tiny bit more. And again, staying with your breath, that's the big thing here. Good, super. Inhale, open that left, untwist yourself, and back down. Good, now we're gonna come back to sitting on our ankles. Super, we're just trying to move off our ankles, onto our ankles, move into something, move out of it to try to connect that flow. So over here, you're gonna open your arms nice and wide. Inhale, and exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale up, look up, fingertips kiss. Exhale, thumbs point back, open through the collarbones. Inhale up. And exhale, cactus. Inhale up. And exhale, cactus. Very good. One more. Inhale up. And exhale, cactus. Super. Inhale up. And slowly bring your fingertips to the top of the mat. Untuck your toes. And you're going to come to a forward fold. A nice big inhale. And an exhale. Here we'll start to bend your right knee pretty deeply. Just staying in a forward fold. This is really ragdolly. And then bend your left knee pretty deeply. We're just starting to wake up our hamstrings. Good. Right knee bends deeply. Left knee bends deeply. Super. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your hands to your shin and make a figure 7. Yep, with your back, halfway lift. And exhale, lower. Very good. We'll do that again. So hands come to the shins. Inhale, find some length in your spine. And exhale, lower. Very good. On your next inhale, slowly uncurling your spine, one vertebrae at a time, to make your way to standing into mountain pose. Awesome. On your next inhale, arms sweep open. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhaling, slowly curling, uncurling, back to standing. And exhale to hold in mountain. Awesome. So inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, cactus arms. Gonna really focusing on opening those hearts. Inhale up, reaching, fingertips kiss. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Very good. While you're here folding, plant your left hand and slide your right like you're drawing a bow back and open twist right. Good. And then you can, if it's comfortable for you, you can look at your right hand. You can look at your left hand, whatever's good for your neck. And again, you can have a really pretty nice bend in that left leg here. Good. Exhale, lower the right hand. Plant the right. Inhale, draw the left open. Yeah. And again, you can look down, you can look up, whatever's comfortable. And exhale, lower. Very good. On your next inhale, you're going to take your right foot and step it back to a low lunge. Very good. So nice and strong with your back leg. Back leg should be nice and straight, like you're pushing out against the wall here. Your left knee stays over or slightly behind your ankle, so you want to always be protecting the knees. And both legs are engaged, finding length through your neck, eyes are forward. So you're still lifting and opening through the collarbones. We're not rounding out here. We're trying to lift and encourage the muscles that we would need, for example, to have a good release over the fences. So keeping your core engaged. And we'll just take a few breaths here in this nice, strong, low lunge. And you might be up on your fingertips. If you have blocks, you can use those as well. Just making sure that you're not just dumping into your wrists. So keeping a little bit of lift in your upper body as well. A nice big inhale. Now you're going to exhale, lower your back knee, flatten that foot. Yeah. On your next inhale, bring your hands up to your thigh, your left thigh. Find some length here. Just showing some love to those hip flexors. I know my hip flexors are a little angry from the holidays, so on your next inhale, sweeping your arms up, reaching up like you're holding a beach ball up there, though, and trying to keep your shoulders still away from your ears, so you're not just pinching yourself. Big old beach ball. Very good. And keeping your front leg nice and engaged here. Awesome. Super. Another reach, inhale, exhale, cactus arms. So really feeling the hip flexor in the front of your chest. Awesome. Inhale up. You're going to exhale your hands back down. Very good. Plant the right hand. Inhale, open twist, left. Love the twist. So good for the spines. All of the spines. We have many of them, apparently. And exhale that hand back down. Awesome. Now you're going to inhale again, find a little length, and you're going to exhale, sliding your hip back and straightening your front leg. Good. Kind of coming into a half split. Just saying good morning to the hamstrings. We're going to inhale to come back up to this low crescent. Exhale, shift your hips back again. Good. Now we'll breathe through this. So inhale up. Good. Exhale back. Just kind of going in and out of that hamstring. Inhale up. And exhale back. Very good. Inhale forward. Exhale to hold that. And we're going to untuck your right foot, straighten the right leg. And we're going to move through a plank. Awesome. Now nice and strong here. So keep your core engaged, your thighs rotating towards each other, pushing back, and try not to dump into the low back. Now we're going to exhale, lower to your knees, nice and strong. And then lower, keeping your elbows in nice and tight to the mat. Very good. Inhale all the way up through up dog. Super. And then either through your knees or over your toes into down dog. Very good. So now that you're in down dog here, take a few really good moments of pedaling your right foot or bending the right knee, bending the left, bending the right, bending the left. Very good. And then you're going to take tiny, tiny, tiny little baby steps to walk your feet up to your hands. Take your time here. And we'll meet in a forward fold. Very good. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Awesome. Now you're going to take that left foot and come back into that low lunge. Kick that out behind you. Very good. Take a second to get organized in case your spandex is falling like mine is. And again, really engaging that back leg here. Keep that right knee over or just behind your ankle. And find some strength here. Core stays engaged, lifting through the collarbone so that we're not just rounding through the shoulders. Finding length in your neck. Eyes are gazing forward. Very good. I'm feeling a little bit of heat there. I like to call that the holiday heat. We have holiday heat in our thighs currently. At least I do. So good. All right, and we're gonna slowly lower that back foot. Flatten the foot. Awesome. On your next inhale, you're gonna sweep your arms up like you're holding a nice big old beach ball. Finding some length, and try not to just dump into your hip. So you're pushing a little bit with your right foot to keep your hip back, and you're sinking into your hip with the left leg, all at the same time. So there's a little push-pull here. Very good. So inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Feeling the whole front body open here. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, lower. Super. Inhale to find some length. And then we're going to exhale and slide our hip back into the half splits on the right. We'll take a few breaths here before moving back and forth with it. Very good. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Nice. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Good. We'll do one more time. Inhale forward. And we'll exhale back. All the meanwhile, we're thinking about how our sitting trot is going to be so improved for this. Inhale forward. Good. Plant your left hand. Open, twist right. You'll feel that as well along the front of your left hip flexor, most likely too. And again, we're trying to keep that chest nice and open. So everything we're doing is opening the chest, opening the heart, being a little bit playful and almost a little ridiculous. Exhale down. Very good. Yeah, super. Tuck those back toes. Start to come back into your low lunge. Cool. Good job, guys. From here, you're going to step into a forward fold. Awesome. And deep, deep bend in the knees, all the way down to come all the way up. Inhale, up. Fingertips touch. Hands in heart center. Super. All right. So now we're going to take a nice big inhale, arms sweep up. Hands through heart center, coming down just for a moment into the dreaded chair pose. I too hate this pose. But this is where we're going to have a little bit of sense of humor with ourselves here. So we're here just for a second. Inhale back up. Good. On your next exhale, you're going to come back down through heart center and twist to the left. I'm sorry, this is the right. That's why we're going to have a sense of humor about it. That's it. Inhale up. Push up, up, up. Exhale back down and twist left. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down and twist right. Good. Inhale up. And exhale back through heart center to twist left. Good. You guys are killing it. Inhale up. Twist right. Just one more on each side. Inhale up. And twist left. Very good. Inhale up. Big reach. Arms wide. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. We're going to inhale, step back through plank, but just for a second. Exhale, lower the knees wide, and you're going to come to a child's pose. While you're here in child's pose, reconnecting with your breath, finding a little space for your belly between your thighs, and feeling how your body may feel a little bit different from when it started, and just noticing what's firing, what's feeling good, what's feeling a little tense, and if you feel any tension, trying to breathe into those places. And this is a great place to come back to your intention as well that you set at the beginning of the practice. Super. On your next inhale, you're going to start to come up like you were going to come to tabletop, but keep your elbows on the mat. So you're gonna draw your knees under your hip, your elbows are under your shoulders, and then you're just gonna walk your hands out in front of you, bringing your forehead to the mat into puppy pose. There are a lot of dog references in yoga, so which was fine because I love dogs, but. And just breathing here and really working into your shoulders and your back. Super. Now, on your next inhale, lower your elbows and shift your hips forward to come into Sphinx. So you're bringing your hip to the ground, elbows under your shoulders. And I know I say this all the time when I teach it, but when I think of Sphinx, I literally think of the scene in Never Ending Story where the two Sphinx things are shooting lasers out of their eyes. So you're going to be looking at like a 45-degree angle down, like you're shooting lasers into the floor, rather than looking straight up, because that crunches the back of your neck. So you're looking at an angle, trying to create some length from your tailbone all the way to the base of your neck. And shooting lasers, because lasers are great. Awesome. Very good. Now we're going to start to lower back to the mat. Hands come under your shoulders. We're going to peel ourselves up through up dog. Nice and strong. Yeah, very good. And either over the knees, if you need to, or over the toes to meet back in down dog. And again here, trying to make sure that your first fingers are parallel and that you're rotating those hands like you're trying to rip the mat so that your knuckles are taking some pressure off your wrist. Very good. And next, inhale that right leg really high. Exhale that, bring the knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it to your right elbow. Good, inhale up. Exhale, left elbow. Very good, inhale up. We'll do the whole thing one more time. Knee to nose. Inhale up. Knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Knee to left. Very good. Inhale up and back to the mat. Very good. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Take a second to breathe here, thinking about all those extra servings we had for Christmas. Exhale, lower your knees. Lower to the mat, knee, elbows stay nice and tight. Very good. Inhale, peeling yourself up. Exhale, over your knees or over your toes into down dog. Yeah. Inhale that left foot nice and high. Exhale, draw that in. Inhale, left foot up. Left elbow. Good. Inhale up. Right elbow. Inhale up. Knee to nose. Inhale up. Knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Knee to right. Awesome. Inhale up. Plant that back down into your down dog. Lower to your knees. Coming to a seat on your legs. Very good. And in case, again, so the wrist got a little jammy, so you're going to take that right wrist, do a few rotations here, coming back to your breath. Feeling your body quite energized with the heat from that series. Change rotation. Just focusing on the breath. Good. Switching your hands. Finding some lift in your collarbones. Taking a moment of stillness in this seated position. Switching the rotation. Very good. Awesome. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Stretch nice and tall. Lift through the collarbones. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And as we're questioning all of our life choices on, on bringing our knees to our noses, you're going to keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, sweep your right arm forward across the mat, Lift through the hips into a half camel. And then exhale that back down. Awesome. Now your left arm. So left arm sweeps forward, across, up and open, and back down. So good. Right arm across, open, and down. Good. Left arm across, open it up, and down. Very good. Right arm one more time. And open and lift. And exhale down. Super. Left, open, lift, and down. Very good. And just showing yourself a little love here. So go ahead, walk those hands forward into your tabletop again. Nice big breath, big smiles. You're gonna shift your shoulders forward like you're thinking about lowering, but then make a circle with your barrel, with your body to exhale down. Inhale, draw that circle up. Yeah, exhale down. Very good. Inhaling, bring it around. And exhale back. Go change direction. So inhale, sweep your barrel to the right and up. And then exhale it back down. Inhale around. And exhale back. So really trying to keep those shoulders and hips super happy. While putting just a little bit of muscle into it. Very good. And back to neutral. Super. On your next inhale, we're going to tuck those toes coming up into down dog. And we're going to take our right foot on the inhale and up. And then you're going to exhale, draw it through center, coming to a low lunge. Yeah. From here, heel toe your foot to the right side of the mat. So now your right foot is on the right side of your right hand. And we're setting up for lizard. So you can slowly lower the back knee, flatten your foot. This is your practice. You can stay here. If you'd like to go a little lower or deeper, if that's accessible to you, you can come down to your elbows. If not, stay up on your hands. Really focusing on even breath here. You have some big muscle groups that this stretch targets, and these muscles are also ones that we tend to hold a lot of emotions in. So just take nice big breaths. Show your hips some love. Bestow some kindness upon yourself here. And just start to slow down your breathing a little bit. Very good. And slowly bring your hands back under your shoulders if you were down on your elbows. And you're going to bring your right knee away from your body, unless you have knee injuries. This is only if you do not have knee injuries. You're going to roll to the right side of your foot and open that right knee. And then you're going to inhale that back up. Exhale, open. Inhale that back up. Good. Exhale, open. Back up. One more. Roll into the outside of your foot. Good. And back up. Awesome. Perfect. So from here, you're just going to slide that right foot all the way around. Big sweeping motion. Yeah. And now you're going to bring your left foot sweeping up rather than having to go through the down dog. Since we're already on the ground, let's just start here. So if you're more comfortable, again, you can stay up on your hands and have your hands under your shoulders. If it's accessible to you, you can go ahead and come back down, setting up for lizard on the left side. And again, breathing into those areas that you're finding tension. Trying to keep your hips square.
Just noticing if there's any differences between your left and your right side. No judgment there. Just breathing into it. And taking your time. Awesome. Very good. With a big old smile on your next inhale, bringing your hands back under your shoulders. And then prepping to start to roll onto the outside of your left foot. And bring that back in. And roll the outside of your left foot. And bring that back in. And roll it open. And back in. And open. Good. And back in. And open. One more. Extra little breath there. And slowly drawing that back in. Very good. Awesome. Now you're going to slide that left foot back. Very good. I'm going to shuffle your knees up to the front of the mat. However you need to get there. Yeah. And then we're going to come out with our legs straight, with our feet aiming for the front of the mat. Yeah. Nice. Nice and tall with your shoulders. Again, lifting through the collarbones, keeping the core engaged. Very good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, start to forward fold. And you can bend your knees as much as you want or as you need. Trying to keep some lift in the collarbone. So your gaze is still forward. Good. On every inhale, you find a little length in your neck. And every exhale, maybe closing your hip angle a little bit more. And every inhale, a little more length. And your exhale, closing the hip angle. And it's really not about just rounding and collapsing or having the straightest legs. It's whatever works for you here. Just as long as you're still lifting and keeping the core engaged. Good. Super. Next inhale, slowly coming back up. And then you're going to bring your feet wide. Yeah. We're going to say hello to the inner thighs. And for most of us, this is plenty of conversation with our inner thighs. So even just here, bringing some kindness to yourself, because this is a movement that a lot of people just can go straight into the splits, and they're like, oh, rest your chest on the ground. And then there's the rest of us broken eventers that are like, the fact that my legs get this far is a miracle. So embrace wherever you are here. This is a pretty intense feeling in your inner thigh. So just stay with that. Breathe there, stretch nice and tall. You can rest your hands on your knees. You can rest your hands stretching forward if you want to add a little bit more feel. If you're flexible and you feel great and you can put your chest to the floor, absolutely do you. But the big thing here is just touch the edge here. Don't torture yourself. Besides, none of this is on Instagram. This is on a private spandex YouTube video. Good. All right, next inhale, slowly stretch back up. Exhale to settle. Good. Inhale, arms sweep wide. Good. You're going to draw your right arm down to the shin and reach over with your left. Good. And a few breaths here. And you're still trying to spin your chest open and up. Good. All right. Inhale back, arms straight. Exhale, your left arm comes down, reaching over with your right. And again, trying to keep your chest open so you're trying to lift through the collarbones while you're bending sideways. So it might feel really goofy. And that's all right. Good. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to bring our feet together, the bottoms of our feet, to come into butterfly. And shift your weight forward on your pelvis so that your pelvis is rocked a tiny bit forward. You can stay nice and tall and engaged. And then slowly forward fold here. And slowing your breath. And coming as forward as you like or not like. It's up to you here. Just relaxing into this. You can roll your head to the right and to the left. Trying to breathe away any of the tension there. Very good. And inhale, start to uncurl yourself back up. And then we're going to bring our knees together with our feet flat on the ground. And give yourselves a little bit of a hug here. So reach around those knees, forehead down. And in your head or out loud, it's a great place to just be like, man, I love whatever that is. It could even just be like, something like, I am beautiful, or I have a great soul, or I feel good. Just a little self-love here. But again, we've all been beat up this season, I think. Everybody had kind of a long winter. Very good. You're going to inhale and start to curl up and straighten. Super. And in your next exhale, you're going to slowly lower to the mat. Good. Keeping your knees bent. You're going to set up for bridge pose. Good. So on your next inhale, lifting through your hip, opening through your chest. You can bring your hands together under. Rolling open your shoulders. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. Super. Your next inhale, lifting your right foot and bringing your right ankle to your left thigh, creating a figure four. And you can lift and inhale. And then put your right arm through, left arm, and grab behind your left thigh. And starting to slow your breath as we slow our practice. Super. And then keeping your legs where they are, open your arms to a T. And you can slowly rotate your legs over to the left. So a figure four spinal twist, and then gaze to your right. Good. Slowly drawing everything back to center. You can switch your legs, lifting off the mat, grasping behind your right thigh. Trying to keep your back and your shoulders flat on the ground here. Super. All right, arms wide and open like a T. Slowly rotate your legs off to the right, and your gaze can follow to the left. Very good. Inhaling your legs back to center. Coming up into happy baby. It's one of my favorites. So take whatever movements you need here in happy baby. You can stretch one leg, stretch the other, roll around. Just lengthen your spine, keeping your feet still, whatever you need here as we start to prepare for our final resting phase. Good. And when you've had whatever little final movements you needed, you can go ahead and bring your legs back down to the mat. Stretch out nice and long. Allow your feet to hang off to the side, palms facing up. Closing your eyes and starting to settle. Focusing on your breath and noticing that you no longer have to pay attention to the rhythm of your breath, that you can let that go. And that your body will continue to breathe all on its own without any effort at all. That all of your effort today has been done. And that as you continue to lay here, that you can let go of holding your body in positions and holding yourself in positions in life. That you are fully supported by the mat and the ground. And that your bones will hold your muscles and your skin will hold your muscles. And your breath will continue all on its own. And focusing on if there's anywhere that you're holding tension, that you can just breathe into that and see if there's somewhere in your body that you can soften even further. And as you start to wind down, just recognizing you have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. And if your mind starts going with crazy thoughts, that you just recognize them as thoughts and let them go. It's just your mind doing what your mind should do. If you're wandering, you can come back to your intention that you set for the beginning of the practice and sit with that. Just on every inhale, feeling a sense of love for your effort. And every exhale, feeling a little more grounded. And thanking yourself for spending this time. And if you guys are on the membership, you can continue to stay here longer. If you're live with me, you can, if you'd like, you stay down as long as you want, or you can keep your eyes closed and slowly roll to the right side, supporting your head with your hands and bending your knees like you're taking a little cat nap. And then go ahead and keep your eyes closed and slowly come up to a seated position. Stretching up nice and tall. Palms open on the top of your thighs, lifting through your collarbones. A little smile. Just focusing on your breath again. Every inhale lifting you a little more, and every exhale grounding and quieting. Give yourselves a nice big smile for taking some time on a Tuesday evening to show your body and your mind a little bit of attention. And we'll close this session with an Om. So thank you guys for joining me. You bring your hands to heart center and inhale. Om.